Hello everyone, Sir Studios here, and I am here to once again do a review on Chapter 12, aka the Siege. And let me tell you, this was a good episode. We got to see Cara Dune again. We got to see that guy and the other guy as well, whose names are slipping my mind right now, which I gosh, I don't remember his name. Anyway, but yeah, we got to see those characters again. We got to see a couple really cool Rebel vehicles from Rebels, the TV show, in live action. We got to see the troop carrier transport. We got to see more Outrider ties, even though those weren't in Rebels, but we got to see more of them, which was cool. And we also got to see an Imperial Light Class Art Quinton's cruiser. Like, that baby looked beautiful. I knew it was Art Quinton's Light Class cruiser right when I saw the two underside turrets. I was like, oh, that's definitely a cruiser. And then the engines confirmed it. So, looks so beautiful. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot of stuff in that episode. I knew Ahsoka wasn't going to be in this episode. I knew something would happen where he'd have to get sidetracked or something. This made sense, him going back to, was it Navarro or whatever? It was interesting to see, like, those experiments fail and they need the kid's blood and stuff, and I'm assuming it's because of the child's midichlorians. I'm assuming Moff Gideon is trying to make some sort of, like, force-sensitive army. And by the way, spoilers, at the end of the episode, he's standing on a light class Art Quinton, so, like, he has a mobile laboratory. It looks like all of them are in these really cool looking black armor suits, which looked super BA. I'm just assuming that they need the child's blood to make them force sensitive, so that he can have force sensitive soldiers, sort of like the in the old canon of Star Wars, the Royal Guards had an extent of force sensitivity, or at least really high self-awareness and surroundings. And we still don't know really much about Moff Gideon. He might be force sensitive. Who knows? I mean, he's wielding you don't need to have the force to wield the Darksaber, but according to George Lucas and midichlorians, everyone has them. It's just, do you have enough so that you can wield the force? How strong is it? So, it's not like we haven't given creatures somewhat force sensitive abilities through laboratory, through experimentation and stuff. I'm not quite sure if this is still canon. I'm pretty sure it is, but Count Dooku took General Grievous, turned him into a cyborg, and he used a lot of the life force and the blood of Jedi Sifo Dyas. He killed Sifo Dyas, transmitted a lot of that into General Grievous, A, to keep him alive, to keep him sustained and living, but two, to give him some sort of force sensitivity so that he could wield lightsabers. Now, obviously, Grievous can't use the force in the sense of picking up objects, but he has enough mental awareness and force acuity, to be able to wield up to 4 lightsabers. So I wonder if this is what Moff Gideon's doing in this episode. It's interesting. I really love seeing more Stormtroopers. I love seeing Imperial stuff in the Mandalorian. It's really great. Gosh, my legs are so itchy. What else? Baby Yoda, of course, adorable. Those snacks that he stole, they look like blue, what are they called, macaroons? Yeah, now I want macaroons, honestly, after seeing that. Yeah. So, watching kids in class, yeah, whatever. The Razor Crest, got to see the Razor Crest in action. Now we know that's being tracked. He's probably going to find Ahsoka, and for some reason I feel like I don't think Ahsoka is going to be in the next episode either. I think that there's gonna be something that happens that prevents her. But you can. I'm going to predict she's not in the next episode, but the episode after that. Anyway, this episode was super great. Really brought back a lot of good memories from the TV show Rebels. I think they're doing a really great job at keeping with the original trilogy, giving us new information and like doing some throwbacks to like just old stuff that Star Wars has done. I think it's been brilliantly composed and executed, I think they're doing a really good job. It's been really spot on. Mention of Alderaan and Cara Dune getting invited to fight with the rebellion. I mean, you can guarantee that she's not going in. I mean, like, we're gonna see her again in the TV show. We're definitely gonna see her again. For those of you who don't know what Alderaan is, in case if you're not a huge Star Wars fans, Alderaan is the planet that the Death Star blew up completely first, tested by Grand Moff Tarkin. And if you don't know what a Moff is, Moff Gideon, Moffs are like practically the highest officer ranking that you could hold in the Imperial Navy or just in the Empire in general. Tarkin was a Grand Moff, aka he was like the Moff in charge of all Moffs. So yeah, there's other Moffs. It's like Grand Moff, Moff. I don't know if you'd go Admiral next. You probably would go Admiral. You'd have generals and so forth, so forth, so forth. But Grand Moff is up there. So Moff Tarkin obviously has a widespread of influence in his life. And that female Imperial officer at the end of the show, I feel like I recognized her. I feel like she was in Grey's Anatomy, but I'm not sure. I think she dated DeLuca. Gonna have to look up the actress and double check that. Anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm super excited to see where the next episodes head on, and I'm excited to see. We still haven't seen Boba Fett ever since episode 1. I think we're going to get Force-sensitive soldiers. I think it's gonna give the Mandalorian a really heckin' hard time. Well, Gideon has the Darksaber. I'm assuming they're gonna get some sort of like vibro blades or fancy guns or something. I mean, like we saw the Red Guards in The Last Jedi have these really cool like vibro blades. I'm assuming they're gonna get something like that, unless Moff Gideon finds a way to recreate Darksabers and has like a stash of copper crystals. Then there'd be no, they wouldn't do that. And if they did do that, I'd be a little bit upset. But it's okay because it's Dave Filoni, that's John Favreau, so they know what they're doing. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my little recap and also thoughts on The Mandalorian, Chapter 12, The Siege. So please like, comment, and subscribe down below for more content like this. And I'll see you all next Friday morning.